Yo, what's going on guys? Mush back at it with another video, and in this video I want to talk all about games for Windows Live, and this is more of a discussion video, so definitely sound off in the comment section down below after you're done watching. And I'm talking all about Microsoft's big push in PC gaming. They've been bringing a lot of their games that used to be Xbox One exclusives over to PC. Games such as Gears of War 4, Forza Motorsport, Quantum Break, ReCore, a lot of the games that were set to be big exclusives for Xbox One are now on PC, with the caveat being that they are Windows Store exclusives and on Windows 10 only. Now, it has really been a mixed bag. The only game that has really delivered on PC, in my opinion, has been Gears of War 4. Other games such as Forza Horizon 3, Quantum Break, they just suffered from a litany of issues. Gears of War Ultimate Edition was another game that suffered from a litany of issues, and the real problem is people are already hesitant to give the Windows Store a chance. The service isn't that good, and then when you're telling them that the games are also not up to par as far as ports go, well, that is an absolute recipe for disaster, and we've seen even with games such as Gears of War 4, on PC, it hasn't made a big impact. You don't see a lot of people talk about, oh, let's get on Gears of War 4 on PC. You just don't. And games such as Quantum Break now are on Steam, and I'm sure they've sold better on Steam than they have on Windows. I would love to see the metrics for that, to see how it's sold on Steam versus how it's sold on the Windows 10 store. That'd be very interesting. Unfortunately, we do not have those numbers. We can get a general idea of the Steam number using Steam Spy, but the Windows number, that's a little bit more secret. And it's a little surprising to me because, yes, I know that Microsoft has made attempts in the past to bring more games to PC. You saw it with things like Halo 2, and they did games for Windows Live before. I believe they even tried to make people pay for the online service on PC for a while, and that didn't fly, and that was shut down pretty quickly. However, this time around, I really saw a lot more potential because Phil Spencer seemed like he knows what he's doing. He seems to have his finger on the pulse of gamers, and he knows what we want, and it's not very difficult to see what we want. What we want is great games and a decent service, no online fee, and they're getting some of that right. Gears of War 4 was one of those games that really delivered on PC, but I just think everything else surrounding it, the Windows 10 store, as well as these games just having a horrible track record. Again, look at Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Forza Horizon 3, Quantum Break, all complete flops on PC, and it's not like they just had some issues here and there. No, like for me, Gears of War Ultimate Edition was nearly unplayable. Quantum Break was absolutely horrible for everyone across the board, at least at launch. I know they've gotten better over time, but still, it's inexcusable how these games performed. And then Forza Horizon 3, out of all the crappy releases on PC, that was probably the best, but even that game, I noticed a lot of issues with it, and it's just mind-boggling to me that it was issue after issue after issue with a company like Microsoft. I mean, how do you let this happen over and over again when you're trying to get over a new platform, you're trying to get people to jump over to this platform to download their games on, and you just release your games with issue after issue after issue? That's just mind-boggling to me, and that was just gonna be dead on arrival right away. All those games being poor, and you knew for a fact that Microsoft knew that these games were running like garbage. I mean, how could you not? Looking at a game like Quantum Break, how that game gets past QA testing on PC is just beyond belief, and just having that be a repeat occurrence, even with games such as Gears of War 4 running well, when you're surrounded by all these other games just running absolutely poorly, I mean, there is no excuse for that. And now with there being potential on the horizon, because yes, Gears of War 4 ran well, the new Crackdown game is going to be on the Windows 10 store, and that game looks really good. Forza 7 is going to be coming to the Windows store, and hopefully that runs well this time around. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's too little too late? Even if all of these games run really well, and they're games that people are interested in, is it just too little too late? Is the Windows 10 store, is this experiment just done with? And do you see there being a possibility for it coming back and people jumping on board again? Because I just don't. I think they've done too much damage way too quickly. And yeah, again, even with Gears of War 4 running really well on PC, I mean, that game plays butter smooth, and you see absolutely nobody talk about it on PC. That's not one of the multiplayer shooters that people flock towards on PC. Gears of War 4, nobody talks about it. It's just one of those games that, yeah, it's on PC, it's on the Windows store, but it's not one of those games that people are constantly going to. Even when it was fresh and new, I didn't see see that many people talk about Gears of War 4, and that's very surprising to me. It's Gears of War. I mean, it's the latest Gears of War game on PC, which it was a franchise that was absent on PC for a while, and it just made no impact whatsoever. And I guarantee you, if Gears of War 4 was on Steam right from the get-go, it would have made some sort of impact. I don't know how big of an impact it would have been, but I guarantee you it would have sold a lot more copies than it being on the Windows 10 store, even with that game running well. One issue with that game was that it was a crazy amount of storage. I think it was north of 100 gigabytes. They did like a free trial, but it was such a huge download that a lot of my friends didn't even check it out. But yeah, nonetheless, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Is there anything Microsoft can do to make you jump over and download games on the Windows Store, or are you just sticking to Steam? And also let me know if games such as Forza, Gears of War 4, and all of these other games, Crackdown, were on the Steam store, would you buy them? I'm guessing a lot of you guys would say yes, but I just want an affirmative confirmation of what I'm saying is true. These games would be selling far better on Steam, but the issue is obviously Microsoft's real big goal here is to get people to jump over to their ecosystem, Windows. If they can get you to jump over to using the Windows 10 store and using Windows 10 in general, then they can sell you a bunch of other garbage and they'll have you locked down, which I can understand that from a business perspective. Actually, it makes sense. However, as a gamer, it's not what I want. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Do you think the Windows 10 store is dead? If so, why? If not, why not? And have you played any games on the Windows 10 store? Have you played Gears of War 4? Have you played the Forza games? How have they ran for you? Let me know all of that in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.